Hi, my fabulous friends. It's Donna, and today I'm talking to those of you born in the year of the sheep, or goat, or ram, about what's coming up for you in October. But before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about September. You know, September generally is my favorite month, but oh my gosh, what a September we had. We had two eclipses, we had Mercury retrograde in Virgo, and then we had Jupiter go from Virgo to Libra, first time in 12 years. And so this was a tumultuous month for so many people. I mean, even sure-footed sheep or goat or ram, who would have been, shaken out of that tree or shaken off of that mountain with the stuff that was happening. And so that might have been you. You might have had some sort of devastation, some sort of like storm in your life that has really shaken you to the core. And what I want to tell you is that actually this is something that your spirit had set up with the universe long ago, that if you got stuck, that if you got into a place where you needed some help, that the universe would come and lift you up out of that situation. And this means that the universe has now put you in a brand new situation. And that might be that you're suddenly out of a relationship or out of a job or out of a house. And that's okay, because you are going to find your way. You're going to take one foot in front of the other and just look for, okay, how can I make this change? What's super important right now is to not hold on to the past, but to say, all right, I have to go and embrace the new. And so looking around and saying, now what can I do? What's the best way for me to go forward? And that might be to go out and find any job so that you can later transition into the right job. Or it may mean that you need to go back to school, or it may mean that you are going to you're going to be single for a while, or perhaps you are going to stay in a relationship that you didn't think you were going to stay in. So whatever the change is, wherever the universe has now placed you, now it's time to take root there and blossom there, and not try to go back to the past, because that is just going to be fraught with danger, because the universe went to a lot of trouble to kind of dislodge you from the stuck place. Now, if you did not have something major happen, that means you did not get a direct hit from the eclipses. You might know somebody who did, and they might need a shoulder to cry on or a helping hand. But if you didn't get that direct hit, then take a look at what people are doing around you and take that as a hint on things that you need to look at in your own life to change. So if you know a lot of people who lost their jobs, take a look and see if this job is really the best for you, because you will get the eclipse hit in the future. We all get it at some point in our lives. Now, when we look at what's happening for you in October, what we have is a dog month, and that really highlights home and family. That means we are looking very much at your foundations. What is the basis of what you do? I mean, are you just following in family's footsteps, whether that is a positive set of footsteps or not? Are you stuck in family patterns? Or are you really independent? Are you making your own choices? And looking at then, what can you gain by being closer to your family, and what do you need to distance yourself from that is part of your family, and really looking at it very consciously and very spiritually. This also has a practical side to it too. It is important to look at your home and say, what changes need to be made here. Maybe you're in a situation where you've been thinking about bringing in a roommate, and now you want to test the waters on that. Or perhaps you've been really wanting to build your own house, and it's time to take a few steps in that direction. Maybe you've been thinking that you want to completely downsize and maybe move into one of those tiny houses we see on TV. And so what can you get rid of? How could you go from maybe 2,000 square feet to 200 square feet? And would you even like that? So looking at all of those questions in your life, but really focusing on what is my dwelling and how is this dwelling serving me? And not letting another month go by where things at home don't change. Now, this is also a time where we're really looking at your family and the energy around your family and who needs your help right now. Instead of going out and saying, hey, you guys, I want you to help me, this is a time where your family may be needing your help. And the interesting thing is as you help them, you're going to be receiving some great benefits from this. These benefits may be spiritual, they may be a new understanding about that relationship, they may be a new understanding about your own identity. This is going to be very helpful to you. So in the past, you may have helped this person a lot before. You know, those of you born in the year of sheep are very generous and very sensitive to other people's energies. But over the years, perhaps there's been some difficult blood between the two of you. Maybe they haven't said thank you in the past, or maybe you've even been betrayed by somebody. But this is a time to see if peace can happen and if something can really grow again between the two of you. And it's going to start with you. So that means you reaching out and saying, I want to connect with you. If that other person doesn't want to connect, you say, okay, I gave it a shot. But this is your time during this year to do this. And one more thing, this period, October, is a month of endings for you. And so endings can be something simple like letting go of stuff, or maybe you're ending some sort of partnership that you have, or maybe canceling a membership here or there. But look at endings and how you end things in your life and see if you need to end something else, something bigger. Maybe it is a relationship, maybe it is a work situation, but take a look because you're getting some assistance in this area right now. You're also, because Jupiter has gone from Virgo to Libra, getting quite a bit of spiritual assistance now. I mean, you can actually go forward feeling the guardian angel presence in your life. That means that you can take a few more risks if you've wanted to try a new job, a new relationship, to do something that's different. You actually have a more interactive energy with help from the universe right now. So go ahead, take some chances. It's okay. The universe will guide you and they will keep you out of harm's way. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe.